We're taking a look at the cinematic trailer for the new GTA RP server, Onyx.
Welcome to the new FiveM roleplay server, Onyx.
It's new. All right, I like the layout already. This is gameplay. So bottom left, you can see the GPS has got a little bit of an upgrade kind of alteration. Graphically, I think this is using the NVE mods. They probably got their own little things. I don't know if it's going to be server side or if it's going to be client side, but we'll see. We'll still play.
Onyx roleplay is a world of cops, crooks, and opportunists, all looking to make their mark in San Andreas.
Towing, yes.
At Onyx, we've centered our sandbox around putting each player in complete control of their own character story to progress on their own terms or tell stories with no shortage of tools to do so.
So tell stories with no shortage of tools to do so. So what this transition looked to me was, you know when you transition from Franklin to Trevor or Franklin to Michael or between the three characters of the story campaign, this transition looked like you were playing as one character at one moment.
To progress
this
on their
character
own terms or tell stories with no shortage of tools to do so.
And then transition to that one. I don't know if that's like what they're trying to do, but that's what it reminded me of. Now the gun here looks amazing. Looks really custom. It's got a red dot on it.
Our devs have turned San Andreas into your unrestricted canvas, starting with more than 3,000 buildings around Los Santos.
3,000 buildings, bro. It's empty.
That are now seamless locations for you to steal from, make your home with custom room layouts, operate your business out of, or even set up shop anywhere in a custom.
All right. So 3,000 locations. Your home, you can steal from. You can customize. You can have a mobile home, which looks like you've got a top right. You've adjusted. You can adjust the GPS as well here. I'll hide the camera real quick, but it's gone from bottom left to top right. I don't know if that was default.
Customizable RV. And it doesn't
customizable RV.
Our Infinity apartment system allows us to spin up apartment blocks anywhere with no shortage of a place to call home.
Spin up apartment blocks anywhere. So you could have a block wherever you want within the right story. Maybe like a real estate agent is going to demolish and build and get people to invest in buying and housing. That's crazy.
Spin up apartment blocks anywhere with no shortage of a place to call home. As a civilian
Towing, nice.
Or criminal,
this is cool.
Build an empire starting out of the trunk of your car or garage. With no exclusivity, you're entirely the author of your character's path and success.
I like that too. That looks cool.
Make food, cook at a fast food restaurant, improve your skills, save for a food truck, then apply for your catering license and open your own restaurant.
I like that they're trying to give progression as a big thing. Like start here to get to this, to then get to that. Because I feel like a lot in RP, you don't really know what those elements are. You kind of have to figure that out for yourself, and you'd have to talk to people to figure that out, which is good. You get that RP. But then for me, for instance, if I can't wake up when the person that has all the knowledge for that particular meta is available for the character to interact with or talk to or even get in contact with, my character is locked out of that gameplay or that ability. So I think that's a really interesting one. Hopefully there's some mechanics or something around that allows us to progress or have more options locally, for at least for me, because I'm in AU time zone, probably the worst time zone to play some international RPs, but we'll go with it.
Cars from your van.
This is cool. They're really going into the whole like progression of car mechanics.
Apply for your catering license and open your own restaurant. Fix cars from your van to tuning the fastest cars in the city, or flip used cars until you open up your own dealership. From working as a stylist or a barber to owning your own clothing brand.
That's the. Did you see this little snippet? So progression from nothing to having something, and then also keep going. It's got escort and it's got dress character. So people are going to be able to walk into a place and someone's going to actually be able to choose the options from the rack on their behalf. That's something that I think is really, really, really good, needed for RP. Like there's a lot of times where people in servers and instances that I play, it's like, I'll go to this rack for your jackets, go to this rack, go to this stack. And then you're literally just shouting out numbers while you're scrolling through yourself. And you're like, oh yeah, I looked at this, I found it. And you write it down and you have that there. Now people can actually just go in and do it on their behalf. That I think will open up a lot of things. and they can talk about it while they're doing it as well, which is really cool. So I was like, oh, we've got this shirt, we're going to try this on, we're going to do this. And like, I think there's going to open up a lot of interesting RP around that. Then the next bit,
stylist or a barber to owning your own
clothing brand. And then check this out. It's got models, it's got tattoos, it's got import export, which means I'm assuming you could be able to import export the look. So if someone goes in and exports a whole bunch of looks, they've spent, you know, a couple of minutes, hours creating these character looks and styles, someone's going to actually go to be able to import that on behalf of people. So like you've got your library of looks that you can sell in character. I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool. I think there's going to be some really interesting things. I'm actually interested to see if we can work on building like a Taylor brand of some sort. I think that would be a really cool thing to be able to do in character. We'll see.
There is no shortage of opportunity in the criminal world, from restoring broken pistols to crafting your own custom weapons with 3D printers and
crafting custom with 3D printers is pretty sick. Look at the color mechanic, the colors of the guns. You can customize it to your crew, which is actually really insane. I think that's good.
Selling the good stuff, cooking meth in your RV, to then running a lab, growing weed in your garage, to growing it in a warehouse. Start with boosting scrap heaps and evading police to earn your place as a driver in a rolling heist.
Rolling heist.
Progressing in your
Fast and the Furious kind of heists? Like what? They're like hanging on the bottom. Is that just cinematic, or is that actual like what you could do as gameplay? If you can do that as a heist,
as a driver in a rolling heist.
I personally, I don't know if I've seen anything like that. That's insane.
Progressing in your chosen field as a civilian or criminal will grant you access to new tools, goods, and services. But don't get too complacent. The competition is out for your share of the market, so you'll have to step on some toes to see success. Find your niche and become an expert in your field. Push your drug into the enemy turf, seeking greater profits, or win out a Grand Theft Auto contract in a street race. If you find yourself battered and bruised in the field, medics will get you up on your feet. Over time, you'll sustain injuries and require visits to the doctor.
Sustain injuries is another one. Interesting. Usually you'd get injured, you'd take a med kit, you feel so. Now it looks like you'll be able, if you sustain injuries, you would actually have to go to the doctor to slowly heal over time. Imagine if you've got a broken arm, you have to take 6 weeks to recover, which it equates to, I don't know, a day in city.
Doctor. It isn't plain sailing for criminals. A fully functional government will look out for the best interests of the state, and the police will be hot on your toes at every corner, chasing you down or watching from the shadows to put you behind bars. The world is constantly tipping the scales of order and chaos. The characters of Onyx shape their reality through their actions, transforming it into a lawless wasteland or a thriving golden state. Built from the ground up, Onyx will serve to function and look anew in the GTA 5 sandbox, including a new look to the Northern Territories, a new Sandy Shores, 400+ edition.
New look to Northern Territories, new Sandy Shores is cool. I like that. Because I feel like they don't get enough love, which means that hopefully we'll be able to expand where RP is. Because like you've got Paleto Bay, Sandy. In most servers, they don't get as much love because everyone's in the city.
Onyx will serve to function and look anew in the GTA 5 sandbox, including a new look to the Northern Territories.
This is cool. It's like they finished construction. Like it's not as desolate. It's not as. It's like they've actually finished housing and suburban. That's cool. I like that.
Shores, 400+ additions to the roster of vanilla vehicles. New
400+ new vehicles.
A new pet system incorporated into government with a veterinary department. Hunting on the fly.
I did. Yeah, we're gonna say we saw it because we have seen it. Everyone else to talk about it already. But new veterinary department, guys. New veterinary department.
Storytelling tools.
This is what I'm interested in: the cinematic storytelling tools. So in general GTA and GTA Online, you actually get access to Rockstar Editor, and you can record cinematics, and you can go and like record clips and then use Rockstar Editor later to then record, get different angles from. It's not available in some things, right? It's not available in most places.
On the fly
that's going to be really interesting. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm interested in using it.
Interact with the game from the outside, including Stream Deck integration and the ability to check your game phone from your own mobile phone. And
all right, Stream Deck integration is cool. I don't know what that maybe emotes, certain things you can just press on your Stream Deck. I used to macro all my emotes into a GTA folder on my Stream Deck. So I'd open it up and it'd have like my characters in each folder, and then it'd have like my default emotes that I've got there, and then different like things that I can set up. So I did originally do that, but maybe this option offers something better. This next thing.
The ability to check your game phone from your own mobile phone.
Check your game phone from your own mobile phone. I don't know how, like, I think it's cool to have as a feature. I don't know if I personally will use it. It's like, do you want, when you're in city, you want to be the character. When you're out of city, you don't want to have to worry about in character things, right? That's the kind of way I look at it. This is where it's like merging reality and the character and the RP. That's the part that I'm not too sure about. What happens if it's a data breach? Like all of that kind of thing. No idea how it connects. Is it a browser-based thing that you just log into your Steam account with? Like that's all questions. I'm just gonna put a pin in that until we actually see it.
It's just scratching the surface. The rest you'll have to discover when you play or by watching along with your favorite streamers. We're excited to provide.
The rest you'll have to discover while you play or watching along with your favorite streamers. I don't know, like players and watching streamers is like that's a meta rule break,
this
right?
New sandbox for role players, and most importantly, we're excited to see the roleplay, stories, and fun there is to be had with the tools we provide. We'll be seeing you on Onyx soon. Have fun and tell some great stories.
Onyx roleplay. I guess we'll see how Onyx roleplay goes, and we'll try and get in if queues permit.